Now you do. Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, the 12th of July. I just posted Jeannie's prep video. Oh, this is where you kick it out. See, you already did.
I think not.
You literally just walked over and did it.
I went like this. I think that was. I did this. That doesn't kick it out. I just did that. I think your Bigfoot probably did it, not my petite little baby foot.
What are you putting something up?
Yep.
So, couple of things. I have some folks in town waiting for furniture. During the live stream yesterday, my phone rang and it was Pat, and I told him I would call him back after the live stream. I ended up not calling him back until later in the afternoon, but long story short, Pat will be here Saturday. He is stuck on his way up here with a bad fuel rail in his truck. So he is essentially dead in the water and waiting for the part to arrive at the shop where he is so he can complete the drive. But it should be here. It should be here Saturday. He basically said they were expecting the part Thursday or Friday. The work will be done Friday, and he'll be arriving on Saturday morning. So for my local ladies, I'm gonna have your furniture on Saturday. Oh, Rebecca, I'm glad to hear that you love your lamp. That is fantastic.
What's going on with the Unos? Because a lot of people are waiting for those.
So there are many people waiting for Unos. We got partial shipment of lamps yesterday. I'm assuming because they were sent, I think either UPS or FedEx, that the remaining items from that shipment will be arriving today or the next day. But long story short, we should have the Unos, the floor lamps, by end of business tomorrow for sure. The UPS guy actually had made a comment about the amount of stuff they were holding for us
What?
yesterday.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, he just said there was a lot of stuff. So, when you close for a week, they show up with a lot of stuff the day you reopen. That said, and I'll talk about them really quickly. You'll notice behind me here, I've set up some fans. News all around the country right now is how hot it's gonna be. I have a decent number of fans in stock. I have put the Beneco fans that we have in stock on our website at kind of extra special below map pricing. So you'll see I've got the clean and cool fan, which is normally, it's like $349. People sell it online for $329. I've got it for $299.
Are these just fans or are they filters too?
Well, so the clean and cool fan is actually both. That's this fan here. Is both a HEPA certified air purifier. It uses an electrostatic purification media and ultraviolet light. So it kills both Like it basically sucks in air pollutants like dust and, like I said, HEPA-rated air purification media. And it's got ultraviolet light, so it kills viruses. So it's actually what we're sending our kids to college with. Our kids are going to school in Utah, and unfortunately in Salt Lake, air quality is a massive issue. And they're in dorms, which are somewhat climate controlled, but tend to get hot. So the kids are going to go to school with a fan that will both purify and cool down the room. So for those of you that remember, and you'll notice that I have these fans set up pointed straight at the air. And there's a reason for that. In Europe, and we don't make a big deal out of it here.
I didn't know there was a reason. So you don't want it to blow on you? Don't you want the fan to blow on you?
You can set it up to blow on you, like these articulate. So you could set it up to blow directly at you. But in Europe, they sell products called air showers, and the UPS on your end is having a problem in getting packages out of their facility. After they send it, takes 1 to 2 days from that time to get to me.
Oh, are you sure that's not? Because sometimes we put the package together.
No, because she can see when it lands at the facility.
And then it takes a day for, if I, our UPS guy comes in the middle of the day. So if I get the shipment done that afternoon, then it doesn't leave, they don't pick it up until the next day. Sometimes we drop it off too. If we leave early enough, we'll drop it off.
So getting back to what I was saying, the shape of these fans sends a turbulent mass of air.
Turbulent.
Basically like a tornado is what it's called, towards your ceiling. So when we originally started selling these fans, and some of the ladies and gentlemen I'm sure can comment onto what the fans have done for them, but it literally hits your ceiling and it kind of spreads out and goes down. So for us, I have one of these fans in our living room, which is the only large room in our house that doesn't have a ceiling fan. So when it's really warm, I'll set it up in the living room because it takes the place of the ceiling fan. But for those of you, say, with a second story, or areas of the house that are hotter, like in my house, the second floor, or essentially the third floor, is the hottest room in the house. So when I started selling them, I was talking to my rep, like, how do I use this thing? And he goes, aim it at the hottest part of the house. Because what you're doing is you're going to cool that air, and that air mass will drop and cause the cool air to rise. So why don't you tell them what happened in your sewing room?
I didn't like it. My sewing room is because it's a daylight basement. So it's the bottom of the house.
We're in a split level. So
And so it stays super cool. So what Patrick did is, we have a split level. So it's like
it's 6 stairs up to the main floor.
Main floor, and then sewing room. So he set it up where like this. He set it up on the main floor. Well, it sucked out all my cold air, and it wasn't.
So first day we set it up, there was probably no kidding, a 5 to 7 degree difference upstairs.
It's probably 10 degrees each floor. When it's
but I'm saying when we ran
80,
the fan.
70, well, it's probably more like 5 to 8, I'd say 7 degrees.
Yeah, because our thermostat's upstairs too.
Yeah.
But literally the first day I set it up, we came home from work and we walked into Jeannie's sewing room, and Jeannie was like,
I was like, I don't think I like this.
She's like, I don't like this. Her sewing room was probably 5 degrees warmer, but upstairs was equally 5 degrees cooler. So, and we've sold a ton of them to folks that, and I'm talking about the fans right now, not the purifier. I'll talk about that in a second. But with the fans, like if you have a loft, if you have a second floor, if you have a room with really high ceilings where the room is hot, literally what they recommend is like the 230 fans. So there's a 230 clean and cool fan, which is a purifier. And there is a 230 fan that is not a purifier.
That's not what I was looking for.
Well, you need to put those in my area.
Okay.
So so these fans come in sections. Come on. Well, it's hard for me to lift it from there, but they have about a 20-inch, an 18 to 20-inch section, and they come with 3 of those. So they can be set up at like essentially chest height, at like waist height. This is my height. I'm about 6 feet tall, or near the floor, about 6 or 7 inches off the floor. So you put the fan where the coolest air is, and you aim it at the hottest area. So like for a lot of people, that's at the bottom of the stairs, and you aim it towards, for me, I've got a skylight directly at the top of the stairs on the 3rd floor of the house. So I aim it at that skylight. And like I said, what it does is it cools that air drops, and the air mass in the house moves. And so you see, you'll see a big difference in kind of how cool those areas are. Now, the downside is, as Jeannie's mentioned, you might also notice that the lower areas of the house are warmer. But, you know, if anybody has a fan and wants to comment, I know Carolyn has commented that she loves hers. Just knowing how hot it's going to be. And I literally arrived in the store this morning, and I've had the clean and cool fan set up. Allergies have been bad this year, but I've had the clean and cool fan set up in front of my desk, straight at the ceiling for, you know, since the start of the pandemic too, just trying to move air. And like I said, it's got that ultraviolet light, so it kills viruses. But I immediately said to Jeannie, because we're supposed to hit like 104 this weekend, that we need to set up the fan, because it definitely evens out the air in the house and makes it much, much, much cooler. So I've put those fans up at special prices. I've put our quantities on hand. Now, F230 fans, which is their top of the line fan, that's the fan that's in this box right here. I looked this morning, and those are not available from Beneco right now. Those are sold out nationwide. I think I have 3 of them. So that's what I put on the website. I've got 4 clean and cool fans in my possession. I've got 3 of the F120 fans, which is a lesser expensive, some sub $100 fan. By the way, both of these fans are running on high right now, and they are quiet. Like, I'm not sure what you can hear, but they are super quiet, and they're powerful. That is the F210 fan. I don't have any of those in the store right now. Oh God, so Gail's had hers running upstairs until 5. Yeah, the last couple days, both kids have been at home. The dogs are in the house. The AC has been on. I'm going to actually call the kids and ask them to set up those fans today. I just thought about it as I was walking into the store, because it was already pretty warm this morning. So the available fans that we have are at a special price. They're on the site. If they sell out, and quite frankly, what I've tried to do is adjust pricing so that with shipping, they're still a really good deal. If they sell out, I will order more. I was just telling Jeannie, I was like, we've got to grab 2 of the F230s for the kids. A note on the F230. So this thing is super cool. It is a HEPA rated ESP filter. It is also a smoke rated ESP filter. I've always had mixed feelings about the electrostatic filters. This is what I've learned from the use of ours. So we had awful smoke last year for a couple weeks, and I actually took a clean and cool fan home because our bedrooms were purified. Like I had purifiers in each bedroom, and I had a purifier in our like family room where everybody hangs out. But in the and Rebecca, I'm going to answer your what size room are those rated for question in a second. The clean and cool fan is smoke rated, and quite frankly, ESP filters normally aren't smoke rated. So I was kind of like, I wonder how this thing is going to work, but it moves a ton of air, much more air than a normal air filter would. So I was like, I'm going to put the air purifier, the clean and cool fan, where I normally put my F230, and I'm going to run it to try to deal with the overall smoke smell in the house, because the AC was on and it was kind of putting that smoke into other areas. And like smoke was so bad that just from dogs going in and out of the house, and like the fact that, you know, houses aren't hermetically sealed, it was kind of,
Well, I don't even know what hermetically means.
it was kind of
Like, what does that mean?
like smoky enough to almost be hazy in the house. And so we ran the clean and cool fan. It was what, probably 2 hours, and the smoke smell was gone. The haze in the house was gone. It was impressive. So what I ended up doing was I moved the fan to an area where it was just below my AC register. Like I kind of put it at the top of the stairs, aimed at one of my AC registers, so that my AC intake, so that it was essentially getting the smoke and blowing purified air into the AC register, and it made a huge difference. What I have learned is the fan requires some cleaning. So the way that it works is that electrostatic media puts a charge in this media, and that media collects the dust. A little bit of dust makes it through that media, and it tends to collect directly on the fan blades. That electrostatic charge kind of hits other areas of the fan. So I will, when I use that fan, at least once a week, and I think they say to do it once a month, but I do it more than that. I will take that fan outside. I'll remove the ESP filter, lightly hit it. You don't want to damage it with super highly compressed air, but I will blow it out and get that dust out of there. And then I will clean the fan itself, the fan blades, and stuff like that. But it's remarkably effective, and we see a significant reduction in dust in the house when we use it. So just knowing how hot it is, and like when I got here, I was like,
Yeah, I don't, remember I told you I'm Shrek? I'm a swamp creature in Patrick's Princess and the Pea. So I noticed because I can tell it helps Patrick.
oh, I don't like my allergies.
And
like I haven't been using nasal steroids since we started selling Beneco.
when it's really smoky, I totally know. I noticed that. Like this.
No,
smoke,
it literally, you walk
because-
in, it'll be hazy in the house, and you turn the clean and cool fan on, and like
Yeah.
in a couple hours it's gone. So Rebecca asked the question, what size room is the fan rated for? Beneco doesn't rate their filters by room size. Beneco actually rates their filters by how much air they move. And so, you know, people always ask me that question, and it's funny because it's kind of a marketing ploy. where air purification companies will go, oh, it's rated for this size of room. Any air purifier will work in any size of the room. It just is a question of how many times will it circulate that air. And I'd have to look at the marketing material for that, for the clean and cool fan. What I will say is I use the clean and cool fan in my largest areas. So, you know, it just is what it is. They're great fans. For those that have used them, they'll vouch by them. Like when we first started selling them, it was super hot that summer and people flipping loved them. It makes a huge difference in that temperature differential in rooms with high ceilings and in houses with multiple floors. Like I've had a lot of ladies tell me their sewing rooms are like upstairs and we're asking how to manage it. And I'm like, put it at the bottom of the stairs, move the cooler air up into that hotter area, leave doors open and watch that temperature differential change. It's just a really effective way to do it. And it's funny because the first year, like I had to do a big order. I did like a $5,000 order, which is a lot of fans. And we sold all of them in like probably 2 weeks. And then once we did that, I reordered and we couldn't get them. It's a Swiss company, Beneco's, based in Switzerland. And our kids were in Europe that year in the middle of a heat wave and told us all about it. But the clean and cool fans
Told us all about it.
like you literally couldn't get them for like a month because they were just selling out
Yes.
in Europe.
Right when it started to get cool again, that's when we got it.
So anyways, they're on the site. I have one other thing to talk about, which is Pat and Pat's situation.
You talked about it.
Pat is bringing me 2 items I did not order.
Yes.
And long story short, when I talked to him, he goes, "Hey, I've got a deal for you."
Who doesn't love a deal?
Sometimes Pat just shows up with stuff. So, I have one thread tower that I did not order that is showing up. So if you've been waiting to get a thread tower or
Is it
dying to
oak?
get a thread tower, it's a natural oak. I'm not paying shipping on this thread tower. And so I could give you a little bit of a deal. I mean, we're only talking about a couple $100. I'm already selling them almost $1,000 below MSRP anyways. But if you've been kind of waiting and looking and lusting after these thread towers,
Lusting.
come and talk to me about this one. This is for local ladies only. And then this is actually like a super crazy deal. Is that your computer with all the stickers on it?
Yeah,
When did that happen?
I did it recently and I love it because now I can find it.
So Pat had a customer in Oregon that he was going to see after he came to see us, that when he called her to tell her he was delayed, she said, "Don't bring me the stuff you're bringing me. I don't want to buy it." So Pat has a 72-inch Dream cabinet, which I believe is called the 570.
That's so rude.
And I get it. Listen,
What do you get?
I'm looking to make sure right now.
But you're gonna give them
578. So this is for a Brother Stellaire XJ1, XE1, Baby Lock Destiny 1 or 2, Brother Dream Machine 1 or 2. As such, it will also fit machines like the Ariel, the Journey, the
And something great about these is if you have a destiny and then you decide to upgrade in 2 years, you can keep the cabinet.
This cabinet, this cabinet, it would work, but there'd be a little bit of a greater expense.
Oh, there would be. Okay,
Yes.
scratch it.
Well, that doesn't mean scratch it. It just, I wouldn't pitch it as
That interchangeable.
Yeah, this is a big cabinet, and the reason I say it's a little bit more difficult is because of the size of the cabinet. Where is 578? It would actually cost quite a bit to replace the top on this cabinet. Is it possible? It is absolutely possible.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Would it come at an expense? It would absolutely come
Yeah, but
at
then you
an
wouldn't have to get a
expense.
whole new cabinet.
Yes.
So I'm sure the expense would be way less than a whole new cabinet.
So this is the cabinet. It is 72 inches wide. It has a leaf, all natural wood oak, full extension drawers. I don't know what color the hardware is on the cabinet,
Wait,
but
so-
my guess is I could put
That's beautiful.
whatever.
Why don't we keep it? We need something in the back, but we need. Forget it, Patrick. Don't look at me like that.
I'm like, Jeannie, stop.
Patrick, but remember we talked about it.
So, this is an absolutely gorgeous cabinet. On this cabinet, Pat is hooking it up. The cabinet retails for $66.94. That's not including shipping. With the deal that Pat is giving me on the cabinet, I will do it for $47.99. He's not charging me shipping because it's already on his truck, and he's giving me a huge discount. This would be for local ladies. Although if you're in Sacramento, if you're in
Utah, we can meet them.
oh, I'm going to be in Utah. If you're watching in Utah, I will deliver to you in Utah. So I could bring this to you in those areas. I'm going to be in Utah in 2 weeks. So for our local ladies, could you ask Dax to unlock and open for me, Michelle? For local ladies that are over the hill, not over the hill age-wise, but over the hill. No, leave that, Jeannie. You are gonna drop it.
I need it now.
Here, plug in here. Plug in here right for now, Jeannie. So if anybody is interested in the cabinet for the Altair, Stellaire, Meridian, Dream Machine, Destiny, Ariel, Journey, 5200. It is a beautiful cabinet. Quite a faux pas.
What'd we say?
Did I say something bad? Over the hill.
Yeah. I did, Celinda.
Yeah. So for those of you that are over the hill in Utah,
or is it soon?
I'm even gonna be in the Bay Area this Sunday.
Oh my God, we're gonna be in the Bay.
I could make this work, and
You'd have to meet us.
we will make this happen. I am not going to buy this cabinet if somebody doesn't buy it from me. So
Yeah, we don't have room.
I don't have room for it. And it's a massive piece of furniture. But for those of you that have 72 inches and need for 3 drawers and, one of those machines, this is kind of a once in a lifetime
Hey, how are
opportunity. So let me know if you are interested in the cabinet. I kind of need to get to work. Is there anything else
Oh my
that we
God,
are
I have
discussing?
so much to talk about. Share with me. Okay, let's talk about some stuff.
Do you need me for any of it?
No. Number one, some of you are taking this class today. So this is going to be happening from 2 to 4:30. So 2 to 4:30. I don't know if any of you saw Lynn Geldmeyer's table, her little mug rug that she did that was patriotic. It was so cute. I think it's the same idea. But this is, Michelle's teaching this afternoon. And this is a class using the motifs. So if you bought the motifs and then you go, what do I do now? I don't know what to do with it. Because that's seriously how I was. I was like, what do I even do with this? How do I even bring it up? Where do I even go to see the designs? That's what this class is. Not only is she doing that in this class, but she's also showing you how to create this mug rug, all the steps, and in IQ Designer or Design Center. So it is a class that is for the Luminaire and the Solaris, but an amazing class to learn some of those features in your IQ Designer or Design Center, and an amazing class to learn what to do with those motifs that you purchased. Some of you got both of them and you don't know what to do. If you can't be in the class, you can always purchase the class and watch it later. So you could call us, though, if you want to sign up for it right now. You're not going to have a kit, but I could send you the supply list and you could probably cut for the class. But this is going to be happening at 2 our time, Pacific time. So for you East Coasters, have a snack before class. I know that's my sleepy time. At like 3 o'clock, I start to get really sleepy. So have a shot of espresso. I know how to tack the tack now because I'm a coffee drinker now. I even have my own special drink. So when I go to Starbucks, and I always feel kind of high maintenance, but I like a 12-ounce coffee in a 16-ounce cup with 4 ounces of oat milk on the top and 2 squirts of hazelnut. I was like, Patrick, is that like, should I be embarrassed to ask for that? And the people at the people there, the barista, they said that's like nothing compared to some of the requests that they get. It's nothing. So I wanted to talk to you about 2 other things. I didn't finish putting this up yet, but this is going to go up. If you want a kit, we did cut these. Graydon cut these yesterday. This is the confetti table topper kit. And it's going to look exactly like this, except we had to change out 2 fabrics. We didn't have this pink dot, so we put in Pretty Petals. And there was one other fabric that we didn't have. But it's basically going to look like this. It's a scrappy top. Do you need to get the kit to do it? Absolutely not. Because it's just scrappy, so you could use whatever you want. If you don't want to think, and you don't feel like cutting, and you just want to be ready for the class, this is your kit right here. So, and it's going to have 13 fat 16ths, which are for the confetti border in the center block. It's going to have backing fabric. Backing may vary, so your kit may have different backings in them. I think I just said Graydon pick 4 pretty backings and cut them and put them in the kits. And then it's also going to have your binding strips that you see right here. What it will not have, it's not going to have your project batting. So it's not going to have batting. You have to add that yourself. And the batting is just a 17-inch by 17-inch piece. When you sign up for the event, attendees who register on Eventbrite, not through our website, don't register through our website, will get this free design. So you're going to get the free background quilting. And I think she's going to be demoing clear blue tiles with this, I think. Or maybe it's just the, maybe it's the design. I thought it was, oh, it's cupcakes. It's the cupcake design. So you want to go on there and register. Even if you can't attend, you want to register for that Eventbrite event. Miss Green had asked about prep for the class. I sent a note to, or actually I talked to my rep, Danny, who's so sweet. Those girls at Kimberbell, all my reps, they have been amazing. They're so on the ball and they're just wonderful to work with, and I just absolutely adore them. She said that there's no prep. So, because I was worried because that bat pillow, it has like some of those bats are freestanding lace, if not all of those. Some of them are because they're dimensional, I think. So I was worried that if you didn't have that done, you couldn't do the pillow. But she said no prep, and I brought that up. I go, what about the ones that are freestanding lace? And she said that Kim would be doing those with you. So I think you should be all set. Why don't you look at the supply list, because I sent the supply list to all the people that got their kits from us. If you didn't get your kit from us and you'd like the supply list, I'd be happy to send it to you. Maybe I'll post it. I can't post the videos. I can't post those because it's for a paid event. But I can send those to you. So if you want them, just like reach out and let me know. But she said there's no prep. So just have that. And you know, if I were you, I would go through, you got a instructions. So look at the instructions, have your stabilizer ready for that project. And I don't think there'd be anything wrong with doing the freestanding lace bats beforehand, just in case. Just in case. Sometimes people don't understand the things that I'm asking them, so maybe I didn't ask it right. But I did say, what about the freestanding bats? Do they need to do those ahead of time? And they said no. Miss Green, email me. And so remind me, because I won't go back to this feed and the thought will just leave my head. So these kits are, oh, this isn't up yet. I'm working on it right now. That's what I was doing. I was like running around. I was taking pictures, and because these just got cut last night. But I'll put these up on the site. They're $17.99, which just pays for the fabric and a little bit of time. So it's $17.99, and it'll have all your fabric for that confetti, except it does not have the batting. Is the confetti kit on? It's going to be on there. It's not on there yet. It's going to be on there. So as soon as we're done with this, I'll put that on there. To our freestand. You know what? I mean, I personally would do those freestanding bats beforehand. Hey, Graydon, can you grab, there's a pillow on the class wall. It has the little pom-poms on its Halloween pillow. Can you grab it for me? The class wall is where Patrick sits next to him. They're usually like a little Halloween pillow. Let me show it to you so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I would do the bats ahead of time. Can I get the instructions? Carolyn, email me. The instructions should be in your kit. The instructions will be in your kit. So I'm not sending out the instructions. I'll send you our store stuff. This is the pillow. So you see how you have these dimensional bats right here? These are the ones that I would do ahead of time. I would do these ahead of time because I was just thinking about it. I'm like, well, you have to stitch them, then you have to wash away the stabilizer, and then you have to dry them. So I would think that you would need to do these ahead of time. Aren't those cute? Is there any more, or is that it? The other ones are just material that you're going to have in your kit. The leather, this one is going to have the glitter vinyl, and this one's going to have the felt. So, and the pom-poms come in your kit in this wonderful linen material, which they won't tell me where they get it, but I love it. And if anyone knows, let me know. And this part is not going to be in the class, but this is from Twilight Boulevard. So if you wanted to get that design, you could add that later on. And this is what you're going to be stitching out from Winter Wonderland. So I could see this pillow going really fast, but not if you have to do these. I personally would stitch those. Will you ship the kits? All kits have been shipped. Margie, did you order kits? And I'm out of the Halloween ones, But I do have some of the Winter Wonderland. I have 10 of those coming to me, and I think only 4 people reached out to me and said they wanted them. So I'm not putting them on the site because I don't want to oversell them, and I did have some people request them. So if you want a Winter Wonderland kit, let me know. Email me or call this store, and I will get you a Winter Wonderland kit because I think I have 6 left. How did you decide where to put the house entry? Well, Miss Cindy, I have a projector on my machine. So I just once I did this later. I put the bats on first. And then I added this. And did I do it that way? Oh my God, I don't remember. I think I did. I think I did that later. Okay, so I went ahead and I used my projector. So I took a picture of where the bats were, and then I added this. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not positive because I did this like 2 years ago. But I'm pretty sure I just you can either use the projector or the camera. So I did one of the two of them and just made sure it looked nice. Look at the little tree. I did the tree that has the little bench on it and the chandelier. So that is a cute design. All right. Couldn't get the home sweet home video to. Oh, Marlene, that must be the bad link. So so sorry about that. Let me send out the good link for the home sweet home videos. Email me. If you don't get them from me, email me. Can you make it without blue tiles? Oh, yeah. You can absolutely. The blue tiles. And Stephanie, what Stephanie's asking about is she's asking about this confetti table topper. You can, of course, do it without clear blue tiles. If you have a Luminaire and Solaris, you can use auto split quilt sashing. If you have just, if you have other things, other designs, like I have OESD quilting designs, you can use that. You can use anything. You can use built-in. Luminaire and Solaris has a whole bunch of built-in quilting designs, and they have corner designs and they have straight designs that you can use too. So you can use whatever you want. You do not have to use clear blue tiles. I think she's going to be demoing that. I don't think that she's going to, actually, I have no idea how she's doing this. I think there's a design. I'll have to ask because I'm not sure if this is a embroidery design and you embroider all those blocks with this. Because you must. I'm thinking that's piecing in the hoop. I don't know. I'll find out. Haunted one, not home sweet. The haunted one. Will you email me? Because my brain's confused right now with all the different designs. Email me so I can stop and actually think. You can use the app and decide where they can go. I was asking if you... Oh, yeah. Does it not allow you to select shipping? You should just be able to, it's not even on there yet. When I put it on there, of course, I will ship it out. Will you put a note in there? Because I've been kind of just taking some liberties and looking at when you need stuff. But some of this stuff, I've been just shipping first class. First class isn't that cheap anymore. So it's still like $7. $8 because we do add it. It's $1 for insurance. We add it to your stuff because now nothing gets lost. Nothing gets lost anymore. Isn't that amazing? Before we insured things, we lost during the pandemic. One of those years we lost over $1,000 worth of stuff. So we do insure everything. But yeah, I will absolutely ship these. We've got them cut, ready to go, and we will ship them out. While we're shipping stuff, so what I wanted you to say is, ever you're okay with me sending something first class, put in your notes, okay to ship first class, and then we could save you a little bit of money. I know for me, some people don't care about shipping and how much it costs. For me, shipping hurts because I remember the days when I could send something first class, and we're talking not that long ago, maybe like 15 years ago, and it'd be like $2 or $3 to send something first class. Now we're talking $5 or $6 and then $1 for the insurance that we put in there. But yeah, so shipping hurts me, and it hurts me when you get charged a lot of shipping. So I always try to save you shipping. The other thing you should always let me know is if you are not somebody that collects the boxes, and I don't even have one to show you. If you don't care about the box that your Kimberbell kits come in, put that in your notes too, because I can save you some shipping that way. Like if you just chuck those boxes, which I do, like I don't have room to have all these stacked boxes. I know some of you have them on your shelf because they're filled with stuff still. They're on your shelf with good intentions. So you need it in the box, right? I will bag it. It'll come in a bag. But if you don't need that box takes up a lot of room. So I can save you some money. So always put down in your notes if you're okay with first class shipping. And then also put down in your notes if you're okay with, if you don't need the little collector box that stuff comes in. The other thing I was working on while Patrick was talking was I have the kits. I still don't have the sample, but this, I will have the sample soon. This is Digital Dealer for, and Digital Dealer is Kimberbell's embroidery club. And you can join at any time. If you, it's August. It's going to be August. If you want to join now, you can join now. And I'll send you all the designs for the beginning part of the year. But this is the project that we're going to be working on. It is a snack bag. So this is the kit. This is the outside of the snack bag. This is what we're putting on the inside. They have the cherry material, but we put this one in, which is really, really cute. It's like just like a summer. It says Friends Grill. It has like really cute little print, just tone on tone. Our kits, not all stores include everything. We include everything. So you're going to have all the stabilizer. You're going to have the iron on vinyl. You're going to have the topper. Be careful because it's a little piece. And I dropped mine on the ground just now. I was like, ooh. I'm including something else too. They recommend these sew-on snaps, which, I mean, if I can get out of like sewing anything on by hand, I will. So I've also included a set of cam snaps. Your kit might have it might have the red, it might have the green, it might have the clear. So you might have a different colored cam snap in there. I'm putting all the reds in for right now. But this is going to be the kit. It's $10. And it's going to have all of that stuff. It's like grab and go. You just have to add thread to this. And the cam snaps, if you've never used cam snaps before, you should get them. But if you don't have, you're going to have to do the sew on if you don't have the cam snap pliers. And honestly, I don't sell them in the store because they're so cheap and you can just get it on Amazon. I would buy the actual cam snap stuff, which starts with a K, Kamsnaps. I would get that stuff. Just because I feel like it's probably nicer, but I don't know. I've never bought the non-branded, so I don't know, but it's so cheap. It's like $20 and you get like the pliers, and then you get all of the, like a selection of snaps too. So anyways, you will have that in your kit. Cam snaps, and if you feel like sewing them on, sew them on. This is going to be the kit to make the 5x7 bag. We're just going to make the little 5x7 bag. This should be up on the site. So you have to buy the kit and the design separately. They're two separate listings. $10 for the design, $10 for the kit. These are ready to go too. And don't forget, all of this stuff I'm including towards your event order if you are. Can somebody, Grady, can you grab a phone? Can you just find a different one?
It's only ringing on that phone, Gina.
Oh! Okay. Got it. Okay, and if you don't want put it in your notes. Put it in your notes, okay? Just put it in your notes that you don't want the boxes from now on, and I'll slowly remember, but I might not. So this is on the website. So you can get this. And as soon as this is over, I'm going to go ahead and I will do this. Was there anything else that we need to talk about? Duo standing lamps. Those I think will be here in the next day or two. Falling into autumn kits. I totally sold out of the fabric kits, but I have more that should be here beginning of the week. So I still have like 4 here, so I'm filling those orders. If you don't get your kit ship notification today or tomorrow, then that means you'll get at the very beginning of next week. And don't worry, we'll get everyone caught up, and you're going to have the videos that you can watch at any time. Let me see if I missed any notes. Yes, I will ship the kits. The table runner kit, I have my Winter Wonderland. Yes, I will ship that. And is the kit for the table topper on the... I will do that. As soon as we're done here, that's the first thing I'm going to do. The cupcake design is the quilting design. So, and I'm sure you're going to get it in all the different sizes. But when you get those designs, any of the quilting designs, there usually is an option for block by block, which means you're adding the batting and stuff. And then they have the option for clear blue tiles, most of those. And the clear blue tile option is just where you're not going to be adding the batting, because this is already going to be layered. But that is where you are going to be, I don't even know what I was saying, Alice. What am I even talking about? Okay. The clear blue tiles, that's without batting. That's just like taking the design and choosing your side and just putting it wherever you want to put it. This one is for the quilting. And the other thing I want you to start doing in your notes, because I look at your notes, is I try to send everything out as quickly as possible. Every once in a while, we might have something that we're waiting for, or something maybe that's on back order, or we sold out, and so we're going to get some more of it. If you want to, you can just say, please wait to combine. If you're like, I know I'm going to get something next week too, I just didn't want this to sell out, put that in your notes. I have a to be shipped shelf with your packing slips in there, and I just go and look in there every couple of days. Like the other day I saw Miss Boland's stuff, and I was like, what's this thing sitting here? I'd forgotten it, and then it had a note on it to ship it that you were on vacation. So you can always put those notes in. If you know, you just, some people tell me, they're like, we call it a box of fun, because isn't it fun when you get one of those big boxes? So if you want us to hold a box of fun for you, we can do that. Do the Kimberbell pre-orders count towards? Yes, I am counting your pre-orders. I'm counting your orders that you're doing in July. So for instance, I had somebody that did an order. Just go ahead and order. If I forget and you feel like you should have gotten a discount, then just send me a note. It's really, there's a lot of you, so for me to keep track of everything is kind of complicated, and I do forget sometimes. So I just went through and I did a little column that said retail price, what you paid, and then if there was an additional discount. And I just did that, and then I just credit it. So you might not get an explanation email. I try to do that too, but the boys won't do it. So, but we'll write it on your little slip so you'll know. Asuli, do you enjoy when my brain doesn't work and I can't even think? So, can the digital dealer kit be shipped with the confetti kit? Absolutely. So just don't, I'm not going to sell out of those. Don't worry about it, Alice. Just wait. And yeah. Oh, yeah, these are going to be, I just have to put this on the website. So this is going to be ready to ship today, and these are ready to ship today too. So yeah, just go ahead and order it. And if you want it shipped with any of your previous orders, just always put a note on there. Do the Kimberbell, those count? Call me for Winter Wonderland. Cindy, if you do you want that kit? I'm just going to put you on my list. Miss Cindy, and I'll call you. I'll put you on here for Winter Wonderland. I have a little piece of paper right here that I'm writing it down on. Cindy West. Oh my God, it would help if my pen worked. And clear blue tiles. Just want you to know you make my day. You know, I think I tell Patrick that I make him happy, and I know it because he smiles so much. And smile means happiness, right? So he smiles, and I go, oh, look, I'm making you happy. And he makes it smile. Then he starts shaking his head, so that negates it. You know, Sue, thread kits, not sure if the thread kits, I've been counting them because they're made by Glide for Kimberbell. So until I hear otherwise, they count. And I think that's it. Before anyone asks any more questions, I'm going to put the confetti kit onto the website. Have a great day, be creative, and make something awesome. And we will see you tomorrow.